Good night, everyone, and it is Tea Time Tuesday. So this is probably the first couple of seconds, and nobody's probably hearing me right about now until they hop on. So I'm going to give you all a couple minutes to hop on. If you're catching the replay, thanks for clicking play and watching this. Please do share this video. That's the only rule we have here with these lives, because it is absolutely free content, it's free information, and we would just absolutely love for you to just share the video. It's so simple. And give us thumbs up, hearts, some great positive reactions. We really appreciate it. So that's the only rule. Before we start, share this video right now. Alright? And in the meantime, while I wait for everybody to jump on, I'm going to share this video into my Facebook group. Just give me 1 second. Let me find the video on my feed. Alright, there it is. I'm noticing something isn't showing up with this backdrop, so I'm going to shift that down a bit. Alright, so that is shared. I think I have some comments. Hi April, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being such a loyal supporter. Yes. I'm not sure what you're laughing at. I can't remember what I said. That would have been funny. But thanks for the hearts. Oh, this is not showing up in this backdrop. But that's what you're supposed to see right there. Tea Time Tuesday. Yeah. So, today it's a bit of a 2-in-1. I'm trying not to use up the whole segment sipping tea. Alright. You know when this comes out what it's all about today, right? Oh, I forgot to tag Jason. He always wants tea. Okay, so hi Samita Wade, thank you for joining us. Oh, if you're watching, because I see we have a few people on, please comment, let me know who's watching. Alright, and remember, as I said, if you're now coming in, what I was saying before is to please give me some reactions, comment, let me know that you're there, let me know where you're from, and share the video. Alright, so today there was a post that was posted in the Facebook group, and if you're not in the group, go ahead and join. It's called CDB's Branding by Design. Ever so often a discussion gets going when it comes to websites, branding, logos. Logos tend to always be a hot topic. It is what it is, and we tend to discuss logo design from time to time. Sometimes people ask me their opinion, and I may hop on and give a free critique in the group, and it's open for this discussion. Hi George, Joseph, Crystal. Thanks guys for joining. Oh, Crystal, tag Jason. He's probably doing something and he's gonna miss it. Right. So, one of the group members, she's a social media marketer, and she posted a logo in the group of a new dating show that is coming out. Hi Strawberry. Okay, great. Thanks for saying hi, everybody. It's nice to hear from you. I really want you all to be interactive. I want you all to contribute. I want you all to ask questions, comment. Like, let's get a discussion going, because I don't just want to be sitting here just talking. You know, I really want to engage with you all, and that's really important to me. So if you have something to say, please do not be shy. Hey, Camille. Alright, so I'm not gonna keep you all any longer with all the hairs, but I'm still going to interact with people, but I'm not gonna be like some people where they just keep talking and having a conversation and you have viewers watching you. Alright, it's gonna lose people's interest. Great. So in the group, they posted a logo and it's the name of a dating show and the name of the show is Hook. And in the logo, they literally put in a very realistic looking hook. And for me, that was a bit harsh, how they put it in there. I get the concept. I just think it was not so well executed. Because one, we all, one, we have to think about a logo in terms of branding. From the branding perspective, we must always look at a logo in the bigger picture. One of the things is a logo should be able to be reproduced, not just in the full color format that you would see it, but in at least one color. Because when you're printing, for example, t-shirts or even pens, right, everything is one color, and you need to be able, if you're going to be doing branding and branding stationery and sending things out, even if you're doing mugs for your company, everything is usually one color because it's the cheapest, most affordable way to print your logo, right? If you have to run off your logo in black and white, let's say you have staff, you have a big company, or even if you don't, and you have a small company and you're on a budget and your color ink runs out and you need to print in black and white, you need your logo to reproduce with ease. That's very important. It should reproduce in grayscale with ease and be able to be readable and one color as well, so that you can print, as things like this, as I mentioned before. Because if when you print in one color and you really can't make it out, it's a disservice to your brand. And hi Jamila, thanks for joining us today. Right, it's a disservice to your brand, and yeah, you have to think about all these different things. And most times amateur designers, designers who just do a logo design as a quick hustle, and they don't really have the knowledge. Well, one, they don't have the knowledge. Two, they're just amateurs. Three, it's just a quick thing, make fast money, and that's a whole other topic by itself. These $50, and I'm quoting in US here, right? So 50, for those of you who are from Trinidad, you all know the equivalent. For me, is 300 TT dollars. So $50 logos, and for me, it's not going to get you very far. From the designer's perspective, I don't really see how they can run a sustainable business doing $50 logos, because if you are doing the work, that means you have to put in a considerable amount of time, or not, maybe not considerable, but a fair amount of time in order to create something good, right? So most times they don't think so far, they don't think that deep in creating a logo. Not saying that this company got their logo for that price. I doubt that they did. I really am not sure. So I don't want the focus to be on the actual logo that I started talking about. I really want you all to understand the lessons that I'm trying to pull out from what came up in the discussion today. Some people said it was lazy. Some people tried to show that it's a simple logo, but I am all for simple. Most designers and other people on the trend were designers, and we are all for simple logos. But there's a line between a simple logo and a lazy logo. When you just say, you take everything literally and you just put, okay, the name of this thing is Hook, you're going to put in a hook and not even put the effort into executing the hook a little more cleverly. Where, for example, FedEx logo is very simple font, but there's a hidden arrow in between the word FedEx. I saw what they tried to do. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but for me, I would see like a little smirk, a little face with the hook. That's fine, but that literal hook was a bit too harsh for me. I just instantly started thinking about fresh fish. And you don't want to invoke negative emotions with your logo, right? My logo here is very simple. I was going for very clean, classy, so I chose this font for a reason. I didn't want it to be in all caps. I wanted that, you know, classy, gentle, sophisticated feel. Yeah, you saw the smirk too as well, right? Hi B, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you tuning in today. Oh, I see there's quite a few people on that I missed. There's Diana, there's Devi. Thanks guys for coming in. I really appreciate you all showing up today. So I hope what I'm saying so far is making sense to you all. Let me know if this is making sense. Maybe that's why I'm getting the thumbs up and you're not just giving me reactions because I told you all to. But yeah, that was the discussion today. I'm thinking to pull it up to go through. Let me see. Let me stop the screen share. Pull it up first. Now, I don't want to put the company on blast too much. If you go and you search for Hook and you see that Hook and it's yellow, great. But I don't think I'm gonna not share the screen, but I will just share the comments. Now, another fellow designer, she said Google Hook logos and see the depth of research that was done to come up with this. That's another thing. So that's why we considered it lazy, because they probably went on Google or they didn't even do any research, because that's very important in logo design. You should do your research to ensure that you don't come up with a concept that is too similar to what is out there. So yes, that was a lack of research. Another designer said, do not confuse minimalistic style with good artwork. I think he meant to say don't confuse it with just being lazy. Right. The social media person said simple and lazy in my view are two different things. Simple is the Apple logo, and in her view this is lazy, which another very good designer in the industry, and he works at a very good reputable company and he does a lot of excellent work, he agreed as well. So the general consensus is that there are a lot of designers in the group, so it's not like this is not just my opinion, but this is professional opinion and I'm sharing with you all and not just mine. My 2 cents. I think the whole show needs branding help. Well, honestly, I checked out the Facebook page and I like the video. It has personality. I don't know what other branding elements they have going on in terms of icons, in terms of a mascot, in terms of patterns. I'm not really sure. I didn't go too in depth, but those were my initial reactions. Like, ooh, okay. I just thought about fresh fish. I'm sorry. It's like that Fiverr website. Anything that's cheap should be questioned. Yeah, it's true, because I know that there are companies that use Fiverr as a resource to get to build a team, but I think it's a gamble, and I'm not willing to take that gamble, not even for my business, to have help. And that's why I find it hard to recommend Fiverr to people who are bootstrapping and they're trying to find an affordable options. Hey, I would quicker tell you, go find a recent design graduate and go talk to them. Go talk to a real person that, well, I mean, the people on Fiverr are real people, but it's like it's a marketplace, literally. It's like going to, not for lack of a better term, but it's like going to the market and you're not really sure what you're getting for your money, because it's such a congregation. One rule of thumb that somebody had pointed out in a business group is you can use Fiverr, but do not spend $5 for a logo. At least try to find somebody who's charging by the hour, probably $20 an hour, or who is charging their starting rate is like $40 or $50. That is one good way to weed out getting like cutting back. Hey Mark, how are you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so if you have any questions on logo design, feel free to pop the questions in the comments and I can answer. But the other thing I wanted to move on to as well was to give you all a website tip. And one of the tips that I shared today on Instagram, and if you're not following the page on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. It is at CDB _ design studio, and I give tips in the stories as well. So if you're not following the page, go follow, go grab your brand. What's the name of it? I haven't promoted that freebie in a while. Right, your brand checklist. Right now, I'm really focusing on the website checklist because of the free masterclass that is coming up on the 1st of November. So once you go on the website, www.cdbdesignstudio.com, and you click free stuff, that's where you get all your freebies and free stuff. And it's free, so just go get it, right? So you have your brand checklist. I want you all to think broader than just the logo. And just think about your logo, your brand, your business brand as a whole. You know when you think about Starbucks, there's a certain emotion that comes to you. You know when you go to Starbucks, you know what to expect. You know you're going to get green straws. You're going to get a certain ambiance. All the little elements that contribute to the brand is what is going to contribute to your customer's brand experience, and that is what building a brand is all about. It's about the experience that they go through from the time that they make that first initial contact with you till the very end. And that's what's going to make them keep coming back for more and for more and for more. What should we consider when thinking of a logo? Many different things you can consider when thinking of a logo. First of all, the most important step when you're now getting started is think about who you are as a company. And well, actually, I'm going into branding. Think of who you are. Think of your business as a person. And if you had to describe your business as a person, what would it look like? What would it feel like? What would it sound like? What would he or she look like? Like literally think about your business as an individual. And then start to do research for other logos in your industry, and then you start to look at the different characteristics, and you have to go through a period of doing research. Google is a one good place to start, but my favorite go-to is Pinterest because they have a lot of good design. Google is a hit and miss. Not everything is good. Make sure and type in the word at the end, inspiration, so that it takes you to articles that has good design. So that's what I would say. Do some research. Figure out who you are, figure out what you like, and figure out what you are all about. So yes, today I shared a website tip, and it was about thinking of your domain name. So logo, domain name, kind of siblings to each other because it's all about thinking of your visual identity in terms of how you look, and then now you're thinking of your name because these are two things that are going to stay with you for a long time. You do not want to choose your domain because when you choose your domain, your email is going to be tied to that domain, and then when you change that and you change your email and a whole bunch of other things is going to come with that. Now there are solutions for that, but if you can't avoid it, try to think of a name that you know you are not going to have to come back and revisit. So what I shared in today's stories is think of a name that is easy to remember, clever, witty, and memorable, and not long. Your name for your website does not have to be a literal representation of your business name. If your name is short enough, then sure, by all means. But if you can come up with something that's catchy and that is going to be easy to remember, so that people can, when they're recommending you and you're getting that word of mouth business, that they can just, hey, type it in and find it with ease, and that there is no problem with misspellings. So that's something to consider. Be very mindful of using the word and as well. Like if you're going to use and versus n, because that is where you can get confusion as well in telling somebody your website address verbally. Because I can't think of how many times I couldn't find somebody's website due to and versus n for and. So if you can avoid using and, or if and is in your name, or you can just shorten the name where you don't have to use things like and, then leave it out. But if you have to use it, I suggest just spelling it out, because to me it just gets too confusing. So if you all have any questions, again, now is your time to answer, to pop your questions in. If you don't, I'm going to look to wrap up. But please sign up for the masterclass if you are interested in getting a website done. If you are bootstrapping your business, then this class is definitely for you, because I will be giving a few tips of just a brief overview of to show you how you can build your website for yourself, and it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be scary, and that we can all enjoy having an online home for our businesses, so that we can utilize the Facebook Pixel for Facebook ads. We need to get in on that, because everybody's asking, how can I optimize my Facebook ads? How can I optimize my Facebook ads? And the Facebook Pixel is a big part of it. Hey Kimberly, awesome! I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you signed up. Oh, and if you signed up, share it with a friend. You know, just share the link and say, hey, I just signed up for this class. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. Come back and comment on one of the social media pages, Instagram preferably, because things get lost on Facebook. So yeah, just comment and share and let people know that you're signing up. You know, because sharing is caring. There might be some fellow business bestie who needs to learn how to do their website themselves. They're probably bootstrapping themselves and holding off on getting a website because they think it's too hard, or they may have a website and they're frustrated with it and they don't know how to make it better. Alright, so it's been about 23 minutes now. Remember to sign up for the class. I'm going to post the link to the class in the comments when we're done. Yeah. Hi, Chanaka. Alright, so if that's all for tonight, thank you everyone for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you guys coming on today. And if you haven't shared this video yet, please share this video. And I will see you all next week, Tuesday. It is Diwali here tomorrow in Trinidad. So I wish you all a happy and restful and happy holiday. Have a good night. Bye.